Hey everyone, Happy Friday. Hope everyone is doing good. We're back to more Castlevaina Aria of Sorrow. What did we do last time? We killed Death. And we got horribly lost because it's a Castlevania game. So yeah, I did do a little bit further exploration just to try and get to the next save point, and I did. So we're here, and I'm thinking there's probably a boss coming up. So I have to be prepared for that. Oh, hi. No, Yay. Okay, so that wasn't a boss, but... Hey, Reese. How's it going? Just getting horribly lost in Castlevaina. You know, the usual. And almost dying. Oh, crap. Run away. This is bad. This is very bad. Yeah, I want to walk on more surfaces. Ow. So I can go... Well, I went left... It's either left or right, and I went... Oh crap, I'm almost dead. I'm gonna die! Okay, I'm not dead? How am I not dead? How am I not dead? Oh god. Okay, now I'm dead. Now I'm dead. It's like, how long was it going to take before I died? Oh gosh. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so maybe don't die. That's a good general video game tip. But the problem is, like, I guess I have to go this way in order to even proceed. I wonder if I can just dodge this guy. Because I don't want to really deal with him. I really don't want to deal with him, but I don't really have much of a choice. I don't think I can go through him with backdash. That's the annoying part of the backdash, is that it depends on what way you're facing. So if you're facing back, you go the other way. Which, depending on how quickly you turn, is very difficult in order to even like backdash effectively. Okay, let's get that. Okay, last time I went right and I died, so let's go left. Well, this is not much better. Giant worm. I was expecting a boss, but there hasn't been a boss yet. Wait, I can actually... Yeah, I can still do this. Yeah, I have a big skull arm. Don't ask. Or do. depending on your viewpoint. Oh wait, that's a platform. Right, yes. So I can go up. Oh god, these guys. I'm just gonna ignore you. You love when Fantasy Worlds use dollars. I mean, technically, we are in a solar eclipse. So I guess it is a fantasy world? I guess it is. Yeah, so the story is that Dracula's castle is inside a solar eclipse because that's how that works. Even though, like, this is one of the very few Castlevania games where you don't play as a Belmont. This guy is Summa Cruz, and this is the year 2035. So we are significantly in the future here in this game. And it talks about Nostradamus' prophecy of 1999 where Dracula comes back to life. It's like, okay. I should probably equip the katana for those guys. Oh, we're back here? Yeah, we're back here, so that means... I guess it makes more sense this time. Yeah, those other times, they didn't make any sense. Oh dear. I joke. Yeah, maybe I should have the katana on for those guys. I just realized I'm going backwards. Yeah, so I can continually go down. But also not really. Dracula is interfacing normal commerce. That doesn't seem like him. Well, here's the thing. In the story so far, Dracula was defeated in 1999. So this guy called Graham, who wants to like get Dracula's powers, he is trying to like obtain Dracula's powers. That's how it works. So it's like, I guess he would have normal commerce because he's now a human being wants to be him. And his actual reasoning for wanting to be Dracula is, I was born on the same day Dracula got defeated. Which, that's not how that works. That is 100% how that doesn't work. Okay. How did I? Pretty much, yeah. It's weird though, cause like, right, stop. That's why I get to try and jump over it. Okay, so it looks like I have no other choice but to go. Right. Still jarring. I mean, yeah, it is, don't get me wrong. It's kind of cool though to have a game, like a Castlevania game set in the future. Quote unquote future. I mean, obviously, this game was released in like, I think it's like 1999? I can't remember when this game was released. But yeah. Let me get there. But the main gimmick of this game is that you can every monster in the game has a soul, which makes sense because that's how that works. And basically you can get different abilities depending on what they are. So I've been collecting a few souls. I love how inside random candles is just $100. Hey, Plat. Happy 18 months to you, man. And I've said this to Reese and I'm saying it to you. You have no need to apologise. I'm glad you're here now. You know? Like, life just does that. Life just becomes busy. Um, I've had an eventful, stressful week. Uh, although the second half of the week wasn't too bad, but it was still like, really? Oh. Question mark, exclamation point! Damn, I hate to be interrupted. The people with the fish leg mix are awesome.
Fish-legged mechs are awesome.
Thank you for subscribing, Racy, with Prime. And 11 months too, Jesus. You guys, what am I gonna do with you guys? Seriously, what am I gonna do? Yoko! No! And he just disappears. Are you alright? If you're okay, say something. Anything. No, she's... I'm all alright. You got stabbed. Thank you for rescuing me. Graham, that bastard! What has he done? He has absorbed this castle's power and he's gotten much stronger. Oh, my plan has failed. Sage of Strength, there's no need to speak. Be cautious of him, but don't overexert yourself. What? Yoko! Oh, she's just unconscious. She's still breathing. I underestimated the amount of power he acquired. Don't just stand there mumbling. Yoko's in bad shape. Go, I'll see to her wounds. I just split up the Beatles by the time I showed up. They had incredible differences. Yeah. I can't leave her like this. She's my friend. That one time, those 2 times we've met during the entire game, she's my friend now. That's how friendship works. My music still sucks. Oh dear. Do not worry about her. I believe there are other things you need to do. Graham went to the throne. What's there? What are you hiding from me? I cannot say. You must go to yourself, and if you don't, you'll lose Mina, and Yoko as well. Their fate is in your hands. Yeah, so Mina is Soma's friend. Heavy air quotes. Damn you. I don't like your attitude, but I don't think you're lying. I feel as if I'm being manipulated. I don't like it, but I'll do as you say. I don't like it, but I'll do as you say. But if we ever escape from this castle alive, I want to know everything. Fair enough. I'll be on your way. And he just stands there. He looks he's very dapper. By the way, in the future, Soma, the fashion sense is a fur coat, a turtleneck, and bell-bottom jeans. I fear for our future. Although Yoko's pretty nice in her nice red dress, but I mean she's dead, or she's dying. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but hey ho. But how are you guys? Hope everyone's doing good. Oh, the arena. Oh god. Where's Gar? Global wearing is less of a concern this timeline. Exactly, yeah. It's like, hey, this is the fashion now. Deal with it. And I'm like, okay. Oh god, there's so many enemies! I'm gonna try and run away from most of these guys? Maybe I shouldn't do that, but... Oh, I'm guessing... I wonder what will happen if I hit that axe. Excuse me, how did you hit me? So yeah, this requires platforming, and as we all know, I'm bad at platforming, so this has been, I'm going to use the word experience. You've been doing very well. Had COVID about 3 weeks ago, but you're fully recovered. Awesome. And have been slightly more high-functioning lately. Did a couple of streams and now setting up for a base stream next weekend. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, as I said, I had an eventful, few days. Well, the start of the week was eventful. This past few days hasn't been too bad, but it's been a lot more peaceful. Um, so the noise of the upstairs neighbor came back with a vengeance. 3 days in a row. Oh, she's just here now. Yeah. So on Monday, I had family things to do, and then 15 minutes before my stream started, my internet died. And I'm like, really? Really? So I was just like, it's just been causing all kinds of stress, and I finally reported the noise. I reported the noise. I didn't want to, but I did it. So we'll see if that improves anything. Oh, so I wonder if Yoko's gonna be alright. Do you know Yoko? Yes, she's been coming to my house ever since I was very young. Because I'm an only child, she's been like a big sister to me. I see. Did Ricardo beg her here? Yes, he did. But I'm sure she's okay. He said not to worry about her. He's confident he can save her, that's why he brought her here. If you say that she'll be fine, I believe you. I know this is tough for you, but hang in there. Okay, leave it to me. I don't have a commands command. I wish I did. I might actually set that up. Actually, I'm going to remind myself to set that up, because I have added a few extra commands since you guys have been away. So, let me just remind myself to do that. Add a commands command. There we go. Oh! You just forgot what bot I have and some of the basic stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But as I said, I have added some new commands, so... Hey, that woman back there, is she okay? I don't know, she's been wounded pretty badly. Yeah, she got stabbed. The medicine I have won't help much, so I hope she'll be alright. It's my... Oh, yeah, did I turn it on? Actually, that's a good shout. Let me double check that. Know how I say that? Because she's my type. Really, Hammer? ... Well, I got a business from what you like. Oh dear. Okay. I thought usually it's on automatically, so I'm wondering if it turned itself off whenever the thing. That's my only theory right now. Which is not much of a theory, but... Just takes a second for it to load. That's the only problem. Oh, it is off! Huh? I never turned it off! I never turned it off! How is it off? Weird. Okay, try again. I'll do it because Plat's already away now. There we go. By the way, can the streamer lurk while streaming? That's not how that works, is it? Lurkception. I know, you're just testing commands. Some sleepers... Yeah, I thought Twitch, I thought that was against TOS. I thought I was against TOS to sleep on the while streaming. Maybe I'm incorrect with that? Like, to actually like show yourself sleeping on stream is against TOS, not actually like sleeping. Yeah, no, I definitely thought like one of the things that is against TOS is streaming yourself sleeping. Like, actually like being on screen while you're sleeping. Like, you can go off and effectively like go like take a break and like like if you're doing a 24-hour stream or something like that and you wanted to take a break like halfway through or something, you can do that, but I think you have to have, I think you're not allowed to like stream nothing as well. I know that's one of those things as well. You're not allowed to stream like nothing. Like you have to stream like a thing, like if it's like just chatting or art or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on the rules actually, to be fully honest. We got the Leviathan. Oh hi, it's a stronger sword. Yay! Oh, we got a fire sword now. Woo, fire sword. Oh god, I have to work my way back here. I thought I did that. Did I not do that? Oh, did I type the thing wrong? What did I do? But thank you, Plat. Spelling mistakes. Now I'm wondering what spelling mistake I made. Oh god. The problem is, I have to get back before I die again, otherwise I have to go all the way back here to get that weapon again. So it's gonna be one of those panic. Oh, whoops. No. Don't apologize for that. Oh, I died. Don't apologize for that. I thought I spelled it pretty well. But oh god, I have to go all the way back there again. Great. I'm gonna have to watch that cutscene again. Great. So this is the big problem with this game is the save points are very sporadic. And these guys are also annoying as all hell. Where's my... there it is. So I have to work my way back to where I was. I've died a lot in this game, by the way. I've died like about 5 or 6 times. I'm like, huh. I'm definitely bad at Castlevania games. But I do want to get better at them, it's just... I guess that's the reason I'm playing it, is because I wanted to try and actually get better with platforming. Cagnazo, I didn't realize FF4 fiends are in this game. Yeah, no, Cagnazo is, I don't exactly know demonology, but it is a demon of, and there is a lore behind its name, in terms of, like, uh, its lore. I don't remember the exact story of Cagdazo, but I know it's a demon of some kind, because it wouldn't be in this game if it wasn't. Yeah, there's a lot of like references that a lot of people wouldn't like automatically get. So it's really cool, like especially like if you oh hi, Armor of War. I mean, wait, is that icy or does someone have Jesus powers? No, it's an ability I have, Racy. I have Undine, which I can walk on water surfaces. But yes, I do have Jesus powers. I literally can walk on water. Cleopatra just pawed at my back while I'm sitting in bed as if to tell me, why am I not feeding her yet? I literally got trapped in the corner there. I should have maybe killed the enemies instead of trying to ignore the enemies. Yeah, anytime a cat's like, hey, feed me, why haven't you fed me? You know, you have to feed the thing. So this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. I have definitely died a lot. I haven't even got to the next boss yet. I haven't even got to like a boss at edges. It's just generally the areas are hard. Okay, so he takes 3 hits to die. Okay, so that leads back here. And that leads up here. So I was meant to go down instead of up. Whoops. Oh well, it's fine. And the problem is every time you screen transition, all the enemies return. Which is a good way to grind, but unfortunately it's like, I don't want to deal with all of these enemies. So it's like, you just either, eventually just run away, or you get hurt a lot. Which is annoying. I love how you just slide all. Okay, I'm just gonna. I jumped. Nope, jumped too late there. Oh, come on. Nope. Oh, you can go on top of him? Huh. That's weird. I was definitely on top of him for a brief moment. Actually. Wow, comboed. If I go up here. But yeah, hopefully everybody is doing good and having a good Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Oh god. Okay, how did I survive that? How did I survive that? Magic Pixel with 2 hit points. Two hit point survival. How did I survive that? I don't know how I survived that. Oh, right, you're back. Give me that. Nope. I wasn't expecting that attack. Crap, 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 crap. So the problem is I have to, like, go to the warp point and buy items, but I don't have enough money to buy items, so it's like I'm constantly dying because I don't have enough items. Or healing stuff. So I'm in a constant sort of death spiral of... And also I don't actually know where I'm going, which is usually how this works. So I sort of have to think of where I've been and where I need to, like, or where I can go, and also, like, it's a lot of getting lost. Oh, Plat. Wait until we get to the Chaos Realm. I don't know if we'll get there this session, but wait until we get there. And you might regret saying those words. Today is your first snowfall! Oh, nice! Nice, 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 nice. We haven't had snow yet. I don't know if we will, but who knows? We might get snow at some point in winter. But I feel for us it's like it's not cold enough yet for us to get snow. But I do like fall / autumn. I'm gonna use autumn because that's what we use. Because whenever I was younger I used to kick the leaves. Which apparently you're not actually supposed to do, because in case there's about like hedgehogs in the leaf pile. So don't do that. I actually read about that like last night or a couple of nights ago. Don't actually kick leaves because there might be like hedgehogs and stuff in them. I'm like, yeah, that's actually a good shout. I'm like, huh. Well, my childhood has been kicking leaves, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But hey ho, you live and learn, I guess. Where even was that like cutscene? That was like left, wasn't it? I forget even where that cutscene was. That we saw. Oh, really? Oh, need the katana for this bit. That's a good way to kill them guys. Sort of beat them into attacking and then sort of dodge, because their attack animation is very slow. I haven't got a new soul yet in a very long time. I haven't got a new soul yet in a while. Of course. Yeah, most Castlevania games do give you a map, like, which is good, but still, there's still some areas that are just like, this is confusing, have I been this way? Yeah, so I need to go right, that's what I need to do. That's the thing here, is actually, oh, I've got 8 XP to go to level up. Of course, ha, 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 ha. I get it. Yeah, level up. Good to see you haven't changed much then, Flat, with your, puns. I've heard worse. So the problem is, like, once I get here, I'm like screwed because I just get hit a lot. So I think it's probably better if I start from up here. I think. Because at least from here I can just walk on water and just avoid all you guys. Oh, but then I have to deal with that thing. That's right. That's the only problem, is dealing with this thing. This was the boss, by the way. And now it's just a regular ass enemy. In the middle of this hallway. But at least I know how to deal with the big golem, so at least it's like not as bad, so maybe I should start from here. I feel that's more beneficial than starting over the other side with the Cagnazos. I just have to get to the next area, which is harder than it seems. And there's a warp point and everything I got to, and no, that was a valid idea, James. Rent you son of a female dog. Oh dear. Right, so now I just drop down, ignore you, ignore you guys, just ignore everybody. Katana, probably need it here because of the overhead enemies. Rimpy. I can't remember what Rimpy is. I know it's something. Oh! We got the word, man! Yay! We get to fire a water pistol! Now we have the super soaker. Who remembers the super soaker? In the try to get it to remove the option when the flag has been hit context. The I'm an experienced Steph who doesn't know what she's doing in a salty context. You're still working on your game, Racy. Yeah, for you, I don't think you know, but Reese's working on a visual novel. Um, and there's been a lot of things that she's had to deal with. I'm just gonna put it that way. I wish I knew about game dev in order to help Reese, and you know I would, but I do not know anything about game dev. At all. In fact, so I don't think I can be much help, unfortunately. As much as I'd love to help. I cannot because I don't know. This crap is exactly why I've been putting on testing my game like a fool. Oh dear, Racy. Well, hopefully, you know, hopefully you get things sorted. Oh, this thing. Yeah, I can't do anything here. Yeah, believe it or not, Plat does have a lot more, probably more experience, I would say, than, like, me. Which is not a lot, but, you know. He might be able to help you in some way, Reese. Yeah, so I can't do anything here. But... oh, you can walk all those? As for me, I would know zero. Here's the warp point. I like how you're portraying rushing water as a scary force it is in real life. Yeah, rushing water is really scary. And, like, it would hurt if you, like, walked into it. You know about 0.5. Oh, crazy. As I said, I wish I could help. Oh. Yes, I've got that. Let me buy potions, because that seems like a good idea. You know, I'm just gonna sell everything I'm not gonna use, like all my other weapons. I'm gonna keep the Rahab sword. I'm gonna keep the partisan. And yeah, don't need that. That's luck. Oh, that's luck. Yeah, luck's kind of pointless. Also, I just realized how much gold I have now. That's a lot. We have a lot of money now. Maybe now I can get... oh yes, I can get this. Yes, please. Give me that. Give me the Ascalon. And I can buy the gold plate. But then I'd have zero money after that. You know what? I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to buy money, or potions. Oh, no, not, since that's overhead, I don't need the katana anymore. Oh yeah, I didn't want to talk to you again. Go away. Now we have a very big sword. Big sword. And it's overhead too, which is pretty good. I do like the overhead weapons, because it does like help with like the flying enemies. So, yeah, go here. Maybe I should have saved it. I can get to the save point from here, right? Maybe not actually. Yeah, no, this was the, and the good thing about the overhead attack is that, like, any projectiles you sort of hit. Oh, right, this is the place where I can't do anything with, right. I knew that. Nice! Got a level up. Wow, that was a fast level up. Right, so I need to go, yeah, down then right. Or left even. Oh! Strength increased by 16! That's pretty good! Is that better than... I mean, it's more strength. Let's just be all strength all the time. I like how I missed about 4 of those attacks and I still killed him. You got to use a Roomba last week. It's been fun to use. Are you sure you haven't been taken over by said Roomba? Because I remember there was it was either a Roomba or something else that was like, you know, the robots are going to take over. You'll never know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd like to like try one, but I don't know. They seem expensive for what they do, which is effectively a glorified Hoover. Maybe it's just me. Oh, underground cemetery. Ooh, spooky. You're not wrong. I love having um, automation and not having to manage the Hoover. I mean, that's also true. Like, Hoovers can be very unwieldy with all the like, especially with all the cables. I think we're coming up to a boss. Yes, I've seen that, Reese. Liz Truss fired the Chancellor. He is only in office for like 38 days. I'm like, this is 100% not good. Like honestly, like I feel like, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. I feel that any time a prime minister has to like leave, there should be like once the new prime minister is elected or new minister like new leader of that party is elected, there should be a general election within like a few months to be like, hey, do you support this new prime minister or this new government? That's my opinion. Boss time. This is Legion. You know, one of many or something like that. So the big thing about this guy is he goes around and he basically doesn't really attack you. But his gimmick is that there's a lot of like areas of him to attack. There's a logic there, but we aren't a presidential system. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. It's one of those things. Yes, I don't know if you saw that they announced when the coronation's going to be. I think it's June of next year, which apparently is the same day as Archie's birthday. I don't know. Oh, they do hurt you. Okay, they do hurt you. Okay, you can't hurt them. But yeah, definitely think you're right, Reese. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a general election in the next year. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Especially because apparently some of the Tories are like... You like how the annoying little assistant monsters are clearly falling off the boss. Yeah. And the problem is they block some of the platforms as well, so I have to be very careful of that. I was gonna say, am I actually doing damage to this thing? And it turns out I am. And now he has a laser beam. I think it might heal here. This is very Dark Souls. I mean, it is Castlevania, Reese. A lot of things from Dark Souls were inspired by Castlevania. Darn. Excuse me, this guy is disgusting. Yeah. There'll be a lot of bodies. But of course, it is spooky month, so, you know, spooky. True, but just imagine this in a DS game. Just a huge ball of bodies in glorious 3D. So yeah, this is a GBA game. But the sequel, Dinosaur, was a DS game. Oh, you meant Dark Souls fight Dark Souls. Oh, sorry, I thought you meant like DS as in the console. Apologies, Racy. Yeah, that'd be badass. A Dark Souls boss with like... Or even in Blasphemous, so it's more detailed pixel set. I love Blasphemous. That's actually a game I was going to think about playing for Spooktober. Because I love Blasphemous. Yeah, we beat the boss. By the way, we beat the boss. That's a relatively straightforward boss, if you know what you're doing. As in, running away and hitting him whenever he, is far enough away from you. By the way, did we not get his soul? No, we mustn't have got his soul. Oh well. Oh, another high potion to replace the one I used. Sweet. Oh god. Those guys. What's this way? I like how it's like, I don't want to go that way, let's go this way. Oi! Oh, here it is. Galamoth. Recognize places in which time has been stopped. And you might be thinking, wait, what? That's very specific. Yes, there is one specific area that we could not go into because there's a chronomage, which literally like resets you. Now the problem is, do I remember where that place was? No, I don't. So, yeah. Oh, and we get Ripper, stabs enemies with a blood-soaked knife. We get to stab people with a knife. I think it was... Where was that? I think it was near that top northeast corner. I think that was where it was. I'm not 100% sure. Wow, I can kill him with 2 hits now. I can kill him in 2 hits now, it's really good. I can kill you in like 3 hits. Oh! We get the gold ring! Oh! Makes enemies leave behind more money. Huh. Interesting. So if I want to do money grinding, I can. Alright, so I guess I go back now? I guess that's what I do, yeah. I have to go back. To go forward. Because we got that soul that allows us to recognize where time has been stopped. I don't remember where that was though. Shh. I might do a Google. Although I have an inkling, but I don't actively remember. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, so I think it's that top northeast corner. I think. I'm sort of looking to see where it even might be. Yeah, I think it is that top northeast corner. Oh god. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. Oh! We get the Were Dragon Soul, packs an extremely powerful straight punch. Where is it? There it is. It's 40 MP, yes. But we can do Falcon Punch. Falcon Punch. It's not as that was very underdramatic. Or undramatic. Oh nice, level up. Where am I going? Well, what was this way? Did I go this way? Sculla. Bash, bash, bash. Oh, hi, bind up. That was, not worth it. Ow. So this was the arena, wasn't it? Yeah, this was the arena. Tell you what, I'll not go here yet. I want to see where that time has been stopped places. Or maybe I should just go forward and see what happens. Maybe I should do that, but I'm trying to figure out where it is. Because I think, yeah. How did I miss all of that? How did I miss all of those attacks? Yeah, so I think, yeah, if I go to the warp point, I should be able to. Oh come on, I should make that. I hate those mandigores. They're very annoying. Wait, was the warp point not? I don't remember. Going on a T-run, run to the kettle, I mean. You know, T-run sounds like it should be like a marathon or something. I am running a marathon called the T-run. Instead of the Great North Run, it should be called the T-run. I think we can all agree with that, right? Right, so I think it was... No, I don't think that was here. That was where the book was. That's where the book was, I think. No, that's not it either, is it? Over there? No, I don't think it was here either. I don't remember where this was. I might do a Google. I'm just gonna do a Google. I'm gonna cheat. Because I do not remember where this was. Or was it here? Because with that... Maybe it was there. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Oh, I have to go back up round. Okay, well I can do that. I got another part, son. I do love the overhead weapon. I think it was here. I think it was here. Yeah, it definitely was here. I'm taking a very much unnecessary damage here. Yeah, because this was the headhunter. I actually hope for you that we get the student witch soul, because it may have something to do with the cat. I hope we get that. We might not. I think it was here. Yes. Yes, it was here. Hi, Chronomedge. Die, Chronomedge. So his soul is actually pretty important, but we're not gonna get it because it's also a pretty rare soul as well. Okay, so there's nothing up there, so that's why I was like. I do like how the Persephone enemies just like bow to you and stuff before proceeding to kick your butt. No. There we go. Oh, the Dean's Leaf. I don't know what that is. Ultimate magical sword. It's weaker in every aspect of what I have. I love that. Ultimate magical sword. It's weaker. Well, I mean, we have it now. We have the ultimate magical sword. That's all that's here? Huh. I guess that's how you get the Chronomedge then. That's like, that Persephone is just gonna... Nope. Didn't get it. Okay, so I'll save it. So I guess we just do go to the arena then. I was hoping we wouldn't have to do that, but we do. Oh, there's a whole area down at the bottom corner here that I haven't been to. So I guess we go there first before we proceed. Yeah, right then. Yeah, so you need it undying to get there. Yeah, so down? Yeah, I didn't go this way. I guess because I was scared, I was like, what's out here? But now I can kill these enemies in one go. I'm not so scared. Oi! Yes, we get the witch! Repels bullets with shield! Should I be here? I have a feeling I shouldn't be here. I have a feeling I shouldn't be there. Don't I drop further down in case I can't get back up again? Just one of those feelings, Plat. Do you ever go to an area of the game and you're like, I shouldn't be here yet? And also because the room is, and also because the place is called the top floor. So it's making me think, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't be there. You get that feeling when you see enemies that are 30 levels above me. Yeah, the problem is there's no levels in this game, so it's hard to ascertain that aspect, but... Yes, Lilith, you're here too. So that's all that was here. So I guess we do just have to go to the arena. Because I think in order to proceed you need the you need another ability. Which we don't have yet. I guess we can go down. And that leads to here. I guess that's a loading gate? Where's this go? Time to find out. Oh, just up here. Okay. We're following the map now. I guess a little bit. Oh, that's all it was here. Well, we filled out the map, I guess. So yeah, I guess we just go to the arena then. Yeah, that's a warp point, so we can go there. Then drop down, yeah. That was fun. We didn't get the student witch though, which I'm sad about. But, hey ho. Yeah, so it's this way. Darn it. I was trying to kill two enemies at the same time. It didn't work. Luckily everyone's only doing 1 damage to me. Okay, where would be a good save point to go to for... I guess... over there? Yeah. Wow, of course. Yeah, good save point for be over here. I probably should have just dodged that, but I didn't. I love how you can just go on top of those enemies and be like, I don't care. I was hoping that the backdash would give me invincibility frames. It didn't. Yeah, it definitely did not give me invincibility frames. I don't know why I was expecting it to do so, but it didn't. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, save points up round. I forgot about that part. Well, I guess I just proceed on. I have, like... I have 8 high potions, so if I run out of health, I can... hopefully just... out-tank everything. And just be like... That does so much damage, that beam. I do want the killer mantle, but... Oops. Didn't mean to use two there. Stop that. Oh, come on. Oh, that's the other warp room. So I could go there to basically go back to save it. If I so desire to do so. And I think I will. Oh, that's nowhere near a save point. I think the closest one to a save point is here. Yeah, because the first save point is literally over here. It's a bit of a trek, but I feel it is worth it, just in case this arena is harder than I expect it to be. Which, so far from the fact that it killed me and sent me way, way back, I'm not taking any risks with it. Right. Yeah, so we have to keep going this way. What's up here? Oh, this is the lift. I'm not entirely sure how I killed him, but sure. Oh, this is where I got the fire sword. I got something. I don't know what I got, but I got something. Not entirely sure what I got, but that's the fire sword that we got. Although it's now weaker than the Ascalon, so but we have it. Something I haven't been doing is dodging enough, so... Ow! Did you just do a Shoryuken on me? Oh good, that high potion that I used. Huh, so it looks like I have to go down. Whee! I don't like the fact that they just keep blocking. And these guys are really annoying, because... Wow. I could have just jumped over them, but it's fine. Looks like there's something up here. Oh, there is. I don't think I can access it just yet. Need a higher jump for that. That looks like a boss. See a point? Yeah. And I was like, that looks like a boss. Wait, what? Huh. So there's 3 ways to go. And that bottom one seems like a boss, actually. This is not... these aren't boss doors, I don't think. Wow, how many? I'm in any stats order. Maybe I'm supposed to... As tempting as that is, I feel everyone would disband me if I did that. Welcome back, Reese. We are, we're singing Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. Well, I'm not. Flat is. Can I duck under it instead of moving back and forth? Maybe I can, But I feel it's not moving specifically the way I want it to. It's not... I'm not hitting it, like... See, I think I had to dodge. I thought I had to dodge it, but I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, Reese. Oh, come on! Come on! It had it there! It's hitting it! Come on! Yay! Did it! Ow. Okay, stop. We get Ulruk's suit. This thing's really good! And we have 69 defense. Nice. You know what? I'm just gonna ignore you guys. Or attempt to ignore. Okay, ignoring doesn't work. Yeah, I think I definitely did regret ignoring them there. I should have maybe not ignored them, but I was like, okay, so I definitely have paid for my hubris there. Oh god, no! Spikes from Valkyries? No. What's on this side? We have to press the direction buttons. And because I was not in the middle of the thing, I should have... Okay, let's try that again. I pressed down. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't try to recenter myself until I get past it. That's maybe what I should do. So if I need to recenter myself, do it after. I pressed right. I pressed right. That's what I get for recentering myself again. I made this. You know what? Stop this. Let's just do the boss, shall we? I've brought shame to, or what's the word? There's a word. Can't think of the word. Boss time. It's Scary Bats! Or not. It's a guy with giant hands! Okay, how you would say? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to avoid getting punched. And it's not working. So I'm trying to stand on his hands, and I don't think that's working. Channel Ali? I don't think that's gonna work. I have no more potions. Crap. Yeah. I had no idea there. That was fun. Okay, so I need to figure out how to do that. And trying to... Oh wait, I have an idea. Right, first off, get that off. No, Triton Stronger. Cricking Skull would help. Don't really have anything that's... Yeah, no, the spear's still pretty good. Right, second attempt. Maybe I can duck. Well, ducking... Yeah, ducking does not work. I can take one more punch. Actually, I need to heal now. Jump too soon there. Well, this strat is working? I'm not sure if it is. Yeah, so basically attack once, dodge out of the way. This might be a very slow and steady fight. Oh, I got to the second phase, which is a lot easier because you just jump. But I mistimed the jumps. Float like a stuck butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm trying my best, but I think I've got the idea now of how to uh, avoid most of his damage. In that, I go in, attack once, slide out. Go in, attack once, slide out. Of course, Ali had the advantage of not facing lasers. Yeah, that is true. Wait, he shoots laser beams after boxing? What a weirdo. I mean, he's Balor. Ah, I jumped too soon. Yeah, so that's what I do. It's cool as fuck if he kills a vampire bat who wants to eat you. It's like a good boss you killed by a scarier boss. Yeah, that's true. Oh, oh, you can stand on his hand. You can stand on his hand. It's just probably very risky to do, and you probably shouldn't do it. Ah, oh, jump too soon. Jump too soon. Also, he's taking advantage of you. I probably should have the flying armor. Fuck you! We get Balor, packs a deadly punch. And we also get Giant Bat. Transforming into a bat gives you the ability to fly. So yeah, we can fly now. We can fly now. Oh, hi, Jay. Oh. Jay, what's wrong? You look pale. Don't worry, just now, all of my memories came flooding back. What? It seems that your dark power triggered the return of my memories. I like trying to boss chess item was the boss while lower killed. Yeah! Yeah, really cool. Just like I guessed, I have an extensive history with Dracula. I thought so. My real name is Julius Belmont. So there is a Belmont in this game. I am a descendant of the clan that has fought against Dracula for ages. He's a Castlevaina character, you all look pale. Good point. And the person who destroyed Dracula in 1999 was... Yes, it was me, but there are others who assisted me. So if Dracula survived again, just as it's written in the prophecy, then I must destroy him. It is my destiny. You haven't met a man named Graham yet, have you? Graham? Oh, you mean that missionary, right? I met him a little while ago, but when he saw my face, he turned and ran. He told me that he was Dracula. I didn't sense Dracula's powers that work within him. But it's difficult to believe that he's Dracula. Rather, I think, no, forget it. It's nothing more than a hunch. Huh? Assuming that he is Dracula, I won't be able to kill him yet. Why not? I need my weapon. How did you get here without your weapon? Your weapon? Yes, it's a whip that's handed down to me. It's called Vampire Killer. In 1999, it's sealed in this castle to weaken his spirit and magical powers. That means it's in this castle somewhere. Another case where Japanese peeps pick up highly appropriate Western names. Yeah. Yes, and I know exactly where it is. I'll go get it now. Alright, please be careful. Pray that my hunch proves to be wrong. Farewell for now. I mean, he ain't an Alucard. I'll say that for now. He ain't Alucard. And trying this again. I pressed right. But now I'm back, I can just avoid you all. Bye bye. I wonder if that means I can just avoid everything in here. This is a bad idea. I am very dead. Yep. And I don't think I saved it. I don't think I saved it. That's what I get for trying that. Yep, I didn't save it. Which means I have to fight that boss again. The one thing that I always do whenever I kill a boss is go back and save it immediately. And I didn't do that, so guess what I have to do again? That's what I get. At least I know how to kill it. Oh. Really? That's what I get for holding up and B. So up and B is how you use your bullet souls. I made that a lot easier this time. Now, remind me to save it after I get this, after I get the giant bat and do the cutscene. Remind me to save it. So I just have to skip this now. So I don't have to do that again. There we go. Now save the game. There we go. Now I don't have to do that again. Right, so with the giant bat, we can now go to places that we haven't been before, including up here. So, poison doesn't do what you think it does in this game. Poison doesn't decrease your health, it basically lowers your attack. Which is interesting, that it doesn't actually lower your HP. It just lowers your attack. Oh, we get Were Tiger. It packs an extremely powerful uppercut. We can do Shoryuken now. Oh. I have to backdash twice for that. There we go. Oh, that was it? There's nothing here? Okay. Well, with the bat now we can go areas that we haven't been before, including like that bottom corner, that top corner. Yes, I did save it, but I'll go back and save it again, because, you know. And while I'm there, I can actually sort of see where I'm going. Are you sure? I've been a lot better about resaving the game flat. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I'm glad I did that. So the succubus is actually one of the best souls in the game. No, normally I would run towards them. Flat. Oh, right, I need the, Excuse me, I attacked you. But we get the black cloak. Which, is pretty good. Violent makeout session? Alright then. Yep. It's fine. My soul will be fine. Mostly. Rare footage of him playing my visual novel. I did play the demo recently, remember? And I chose option 2 as the first time I played it. Which meant that I died via sext. You know? which, you know, is the best way to go. Right. I'm definitely pressing right. Death by Snoo. Yeah. Definitely. Attempts to come up with a euphemism. I'm bad at coming up with euphemisms, believe it or not. Gives up sex. No, that. Well. I am pressing right. I pressed the right button. I pressed the right button. Come on, video game. Right, so I've had enough of that place. Because I don't know, I'm pressing right and it's not giving it to me. Maybe I have to press it faster? That's the only thing I can think of is pressing it faster. Not gonna lie, that bat looks like a parakeet. What, the killer mantle? That thing? The killer mantle? Because the killer mantle is not a bat, it's a scarf. It's a demonic scarf, but it's a scarf. Oh, Soma bat. Yeah. I think they tried too hard with it, but hey ho. Right, warp point. Where we will go now? Now here's the problem. I don't know where to go. I guess we start here with the bat, because we can go up now. Yeah, so we can go up. Wasn't there a... Yeah, so it's left then up then up. Again, apologies for the flashing screens, but... Not really much I can do. This is a GBA game. Or was... Yeah, it was originally released on GBA, but I'm playing it on the Wii Virtual Console. Because the physical copy of this game goes for £100. Yes! Weird skeleton slings hot curry at its foes. I have a curry projectile. Yes! I mean, we gotta equip the curry projectile. This is the best thing in the game. And by best, I mean... It's not the best, but it's pretty good. I have to test it out. Here you go. Have some curry. Skeletons are from Indian people, confirmed. Yep. That is actual confirmation of that. Alright, so that was what was up here. Ah! Annabelle! Yeah, killer dolls are Annabelle. She went down faster than anticipated. Yeah. The killer dolls are Annabelle / Chucky, depending on what you've watched. I watched Chucky more than Annabelle. No wait, wasn't that from the... Isn't that from the same thing, James? I don't know. Okay, so now we go to that area over there. There's no warp point close to it. So I guess I go back to the start and go across? Yeah, so I go right, 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 down, right, up, right, up. A lot of directions. It does mean I can go up here now, but I need to go down. I think I got those guys' souls, didn't I? Oh, just nothing up there. Wow, I can kill them in one go now. What was it? Down, right, up. Which means I think I need the, yeah, I have it. Undine to walk on water surfaces to get up there. Oh, come on. Platforming, my name is not James. Cockatrices, they're here in this game too. It's not just a Final Fantasy thing. Yeah, so imps make you like attack uncontrollably, so I can control myself there. Kinda like Berserk, but not. Oh god, this place again. Oh, but these are new areas though. I can't... Part of me is like, should I fill out the map or should I not? I'm not that meticulous about filling out maps. Says the person who literally in Final Fantasy 12 goes back to areas just to fill out the map. So maybe I'm meticulous enough. There's Ooh, Dead Warrior! Deflect normal attacks by pressing up and B. Interesting. So like a parry? Is that what it means? Like a parry system? But then what's considered a normal attack, quote unquote? Yes, must fill out map. So I guess I keep going right? I am slightly lost, just in case you're wondering. But that be the nature of these games, is we get lost. Altair! We get to summon and hurl eagles! Yay? Okay, so... Oh! Okay, so... I didn't really go down because I didn't think I could. Oh, save point? Sure. That usually means there's a boss coming up. It's a superhero skeleton. We killed him. Black Chaos Room. Oh, I forgot I still had the curry. I forgot I still had the curry equipped. I forgot I still had the curry equipped. So this is one of the very few souls that is actually like an ability soul. There we go. Kick during a double jump by pressing down and A. So now we can do Chun-Li kick. And actually the speedrun does like a lot of weird like movement tech. Because it's technically faster to do that. Okay, so we're back here. Which means, yeah, if we go here... And then we're back here. Which means it didn't go... this way. Yeah, it's right then up. Oh, I forgot I still had the curry on. I keep forgetting I still have the curry. I was like, haha, I attack you with curry. It's not very effective. Oh, triangle strategy is like? Yes, on Steam. Yes. Got a Steam release. Obviously it's been on Switch for a while. I've been meaning to get it actually. I probably won't stream it though because it's a strategy game. And it has a lot of lore. It's very lore heavy. Like, strategy RPGs are not the best to stream. Unfortunately. Because, as you know, I'm a big fan of anything Team Asano. Where do I go now? I guess I go down to that bottom area that I haven't been up yet? But it's a very solid game if you like strategy games. From what I've seen of it, anyway. You know, and you know, I'm biased because obviously it's from Team Asano. And I like pretty much anything from that team, so I'm a bit biased when it comes to triangle strategy or anything Team Asano. Except for Bravely Default, I'm not as biased for that, but that's another topic for another day. I guess I go down... Yeah, I'll go down up to here, because I don't actually know where to go. I actually legitimately do not know where to go. Oh, we get the Milken Sword! Can turn maybe stone! I took a lot of unnecessary damage there. That's what I say, something's here. That was it? Yeah, that was it. Maybe I should go down first. I need Skulla. How does one get down there? Maybe you have to go right? Because yes, it looked like that was a gun. And yes, there are guns in this game. Because it's the year 2035. Everyone has guns. Please don't take that out of context. Hey, we get another ancient book. Skulla. Oh, I'm still throwing curry under. How does that work? How does throwing curry underwater work? Please, someone tell me that. How that works. Or maybe it just doesn't work. Maybe it just doesn't work. Oh, that's just that. Yes, I go right here. I forgot you do like infinite double jump here. Because you're underwater. So that's how that works. Rune ring. Ooh. That might be good for like if I get spell heavy. Ah yes, the jumping on water beneath you method of swimming. Listen, don't judge it. It's better than my version of swimming, which is I can't swim, so I just sink. Where do I go now? I kind of came here. Oh wait, I kind of came here hoping that this was the right way, and it might not be the right way. So I don't know where to go. Swimming is sort of a controlled flail. I mean, yes, that's what it seems like to me. But the one time, I always remember this story, the one time where in school I was, you know, you went to the swimming pools whenever you're at school, and I couldn't swim. You know, as I said, I never learned and I couldn't do it. I don't know what happened, but one time I just swam. I don't know how I did it, I don't remember what I did, I just somehow swam. And I've never been able to replicate what I did. And it's always been like, how did I do that? What did I do? And I've just never been able to replicate it. I don't know what I did to this day. I imitated a frog. What? I became John? That'd be a bad thing if I became John, Reese. I don't think that would be a good idea if I became John. Okay, I'm taking too much unnecessary hits here. By the way, I still don't really know where I'm going. I'm sort of trying to get back to that area in the map that I haven't gone to yet. Basically, right, down, right to the save point, left, left, down, right, up, right, up. There's a lot of backtracking in this game, and a lot of I don't know where I'm going. Oh, this is the save point where I was then. Okay, so I need to go right, right, down, right. Or left, left, down, right, up, right. Up, or right, and then up. I'm sort of hoping this is the right way, because I don't have any other way that I can think to go. So I'm sort of hoping beyond all hope that this is the right way. Stop. No, this was just... This is just this. This was just this. Hey, we get the Rugya Spear. A holy spear. Wow, it's the same attack power as the Ascalon, but less strength. So, if you don't know the lore behind the Rugya Spear, it's the spear that Jesus was stabbed with. I don't know where to go now. I really don't know where to go now. I've been literally everywhere. I legitimately do not know where to go. It might be a bit of a Google time. Because I do not know where to go. So I haven't felt like that top corner of... the one that drips endlessly of blood that was used by Sir Galahad to heal endlessly unyielding wound of the wound of the Fisher King. I think that's the same one, yes. Reese. I think that's the same one. I do know a wee bit of demonology lore because I play a lot of like SNT and obviously Castlevania has a lot of it as well. But not like overly much of it. I might have to look up where to go, because I don't know. I really don't know where to go. Oops, I still had the curry. Still had the curry. Yeah, let me look up where to go, because I've got the... where to go after I get the bat. To go with the bat. In the meantime, I'll try and get back to save it. It's been a while since we last saved. Well, that's loading. Yeah, this is just the arena. I don't think I want to be here. Oh! That place with the final floor, or the top floor, that couldn't go. Where was that? I don't remember. Trying to have me remember where things are is not gonna work. I'm trying to remember where this was. No, this wasn't it. This wasn't it. Um... It's like, there's a warp. And then there's... Three squares. Oh yeah, I can't warp here. I'm like, where do I go? Yeah, I don't think this was right. I don't remember. No, I really don't remember. Wait, there's a door to the right there, up the very top there that I haven't been to. I guess I go there? Just to see where I can go here? As it is the way of these games, I get horribly lost. Just horribly lost. Just horribly lost. Oh, you get the Heartbeat Soul. Yay. By the way, yes, you were supposed to platform there, but well, we all know how I deal with platforming. Terribly. Well, the game no longer crashes at the third gambit menu. That's an improvement. That is an improvement, Racy. Good job. Although I don't know what a gambit menu is, but I guess I'll find that out whenever I play the game. Or maybe it's like a video game dev term. I don't know. Because I don't know video game dev. Oh, the save point is not up, it's down. The thing was, I was there. I was at the top floor, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't be here. That's the other thing about it. I was at the top floor bit, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be here yet. Where was that? It's what I call the main questions in the demo portion of the game. You have the gambit with options and then the sub-options. Ah! Okay, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Now. That's a good term for it. A gambit. At least I can go here and heal.
Okay.
Oh, we have ramen. I like it. Ultimate Magic Sword is weaker. Next to the section of the game will be more organic, or at least I'm hoping it will be. I'm sure you'll be fine. It'll be fine, Racy. Then again, I'm biased, so. The only thing is, I always feel bad because I can't help because I know zero about game dev. So I always feel bad that I can't do more to help apart from just giving you encouragement. Which I know isn't much, so... You know. I always feel bad. Whenever I can't help. Only because I don't know. Where was that? That's the only question, is where was... top floor? Part 13 to 16. Oh, do I have to go to the underground waterway? Yeah, because there's a door down there I haven't been. Um... This warp room? Yeah, this is it. Oops, I still have curry. I'm still offering curry. Yeah, that's just here. Oh, that's just here. Yeah, I can't go in there. So, yeah. See it from there. Okay, so maybe it's... Wait. I think I am in the right area. It's just where to go from here. Yeah, it just leads to over here. I hit you. Yeah, so I think if I get to this save point, I'll be able to save it, and then know where I am. In terms of this guide, because I have pulled up a guide now. In the hopes that that will help. Yeah, but the save point's up there. No, wait, what? Man. Yeah, I messed up. Going the wrong way here. Um. Oh, the boat? Wait. I keep forgetting I still have the curry. Keep forgetting I still have it. Yeah, this is just me being hopelessly lost. So really nothing new apart from being hopelessly lost. So the save point should be here. If I stop getting poisoned. Right. So we need to head up. Um. I like how I was able to hit him from the other side of the platform there. Yay, level up. Now I go left into the adjacent room. More tea, PRP. No worries, Macy. Tea is very important. Very, very important. I mean, I literally have an emote about tea, so I can't deny anyone having tea. Right. Basically, White River uncovered water leading top left. Oh, hey, super potion. Okay, now that we're here. Oh. So just like, hey. Oh, we got some tasty meat. Northeast corner. Did the boat kill him or did I kill him there? Yeah, got that. That's just up there. Oh. Oh. Well, we got that. That's the rune ring. Right, so get that. Um, get to the bottom of the room and go through the floor to a room below. Oh yes, I see it. Oh wait, that's further down. I keep forgetting I have the curry. Okay. Go left. Um, back in the vertical corridor, work your way downward. come on. There's a save point here, so I'm going to use it. Work right down to the last door on the right. Oh, we get Kagznazu! We get to punch enemies! Oh, come on. Simply run straight across, right? Stop poisoning me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got this. I got this. But I guess it's good to go back to go forward. Oh, we got the boss. We got Legion. And the arena, I've done that. We got Balor. Yeah, so basically, like, I went too far back in the guide. So I'm sort of in a weird place now where I don't I need to go back to the save point. Yeah, so that's the warp point. Warp to the warp room that's in the castle's inner quarters. See, I don't remember where that is. That's my problem, is I don't remember where that is. I don't remember where that is. That's the problem, is I don't remember where it is. Although I think this was right. I think this is right. This might be right. This might be it. This is it. Oh my god. That took way too long. Warp point. Man, that thing took a lot of hits. Please let there be a save point. I was about to say. Oh god. That just leads back. Oh, I meant to go up. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. No, I meant to go up. Crap. That's what you get. I should probably taunt, but there's more. No. Very clutch. So I guess you're meant to go up. I've never seen the Red Minotaur do that. What? There's a door I can't go through. Great. Hey, we got the Colours Bog. I didn't know Taylor's was in this game. Oh, okay. I don't know where this leads. Loading zone? Oh, this leads here. Well, there's a save point. Up and right. Which I will gladly take. These wrecking balls are super low key. They are. They are. I did figure out where to go, by the way, Racy. It took a bit of finagling, but I figured out by way of Googling. Because, I was not dealing with that anymore. And it was actually pretty... I should have remembered about this place, but I didn't. So, because my memory is bad. I didn't remember, so it was like, well... Right, so I didn't go up. Oh. Well, there's a save point here too. I knew that. Huh. Ah! I was like, just no reaction there. I was just like, crap, I don't want to be there. Okay, time to get rid of that. Am I ready? No, I'm not, but... Confidence? Is... I can't even go back to get items. I'll be fine. You're too late, Summer. Dracula's power is already in my grasp. Dracula's power doesn't concern me. I came to find a way out of this castle. With my new abilities, I can get you out of here quite easily. You, however, have some property of mine in your possession. The souls of my demons are under your control. Thank you, Racy. Don't make me blush. Don't do that. Can I forgive such a crime? No, never! If I knew how, I'd return them all to you right here and now. Even if you return them, you still committed the crime of stealing. Don't you know that? It's only right that thieves receive the punishment they deserve. You're one selfish bastard. You're guilty of Grand Theft Auto. Wrong game. Therefore, I sentence you to death. You're insane. And as a special treat, I myself will deliver the punishment. Yeah, I have. Graham's lost it. Yeah, he has. Oh, you can turn! Of course you can turn! I can't believe it! I haven't lost yet. You still don't have Dracula's power. I'll show you. Phase 2. Now we're playing Bloodborne. I was literally about to heal. I was literally about to press the button to heal. Darn. Right. Time to prepare properly then. By, getting items. No, that's the save point. And that's the Wrecking Ball, which we got past. I just have to remember where it's close to in terms of the warp point. Oh hey, a level up. Down, left, right, down, left, down, or left. See, it's not really near a warp point. It's... Yeah, the one to the left is actually probably more closer. Yeah, the one down here is probably closer actually. It's probably, yeah, this one here is probably closer. Although that was filled with like tons of enemies, so I don't know. I don't know whether it's better or not, but it's closer, so... How did you grab me in midair? How did you do that? Who are you, Zangief? Okay, now to prepare by buying all the super potions. And selling everything else that I don't need. Don't need those. Caledog, no. No. He might be weak to Holy. That might be a thing. You know, because... You know, because, because he's, like, evil? Like, most things in this game would be weak to Holy. Because, you know... So I'm actually going to try it. Well, that's a big spear. Where was it again? Up here, I think. That worked in a weird way. Right. We have 9 super potions. And I think I am going to equip the Rognia Spear. Because I think it might be better. Because it's Holy Element. This might be good. I'm gonna go all strength here. 120. I mean, sure. So I'll just save it again, save the setup. Right, I'm prepared as I can be. Why am I not hitting him? Excuse me? Oh, the weak point is his head? Because of the overhead weapon, I didn't notice that. Crap. Yeah, he's a lot harder to hit with this because of how the spear works. I keep forgetting I don't have winged winged bat. I think winged bat might be better because I've never seen them do the triple fireball before until now. Excuse me, I ducked that. Okay, I didn't duck that. I think it might be better to equip the Ascalon here. If the Lord taught me anything, it's ducking is the most overpowered strat here. Crap. Yes! That's not... No! The magic powers he absorbed have abandoned him. The castle is weak now. The portal to your world should be opening. So, what should I do? Order the castle to open the portal. It has felt your power. May obey. Alright, I'll give it a shot. I command you to open. Open sesame? Return all of us living beings where we came from. Hey Gwen, we literally just beat the game. We literally just beat it. Well, hopefully. I think that's the final boss. Nothing happened? You're wrong. The fabric of space is beginning to tear. Are we playing Chrono Trigger now? Hope you're well, by the way, Quinn. Hope you're doing good. Have we returned? Yes, there's no mistake. We've made it home. Excellent, you've done well. Hey, what happened to the others? No need to worry about them. They'll be here soon enough. And the castle. Is the castle still in the eclipse? Yes, it waits the coming of its new master. Someday, someone will assume the form of Dracula again. When that time will be, I do not know. What's wrong, Summer? We went back home. Why the sad face? I feel like the castle is still calling out to me. Maybe the castle's where I truly belong? You're imagining things. We just escaped from there. You are home. Yeah, I hope it's just my imagination. If you're ever summoned by the castle again, you can deal with it then. For now, you should rest. Yeah, you're right. You've been on the mend, off work to December, possibly for every return time. Of course, all the love support. All love support. And obviously, you concentrate on... First off, concentrate on you, and concentrate on getting better. Those two things, you know? But, you'll get there. You'll get there. You're a strong lady, so, you know. Yes. And that's game. Kind of. So that was the bad, good ending. So to get the good ending, you have to get certain souls and fight the final boss with those certain souls equipped. I am not doing that because that would require me actually grinding for those souls. But we beat the game. I am going to say we beat the game, didn't complete it. Because obviously there's still more because there's a good ending. But as I said, to get that you need certain souls. And the game does tell you what souls to get, but again, it's getting them. So that's the thing. Alright, well that was fun. Yeah, I do like the Metroidvania sort of style of Castlevania games, and if nothing else, it helps me get back to being better at platforming. Right, so I guess that's it. We still have one more week before I take my autumn break, so I don't know. I'll think of something to play for 3 streams, or I might just take a 2-week break. Because we're literally close to finishing off Octopath as well. We're 2 streams from we're 2 episodes for finishing Octopath. In terms of the Let's Play. So I might just, I don't know. I'll figure something out. I could just play Bloodstained. We could just play Bloodstained, the other game which is in the poll. and see how far I get in 3 streams. And yeah, I think I'll actually do that. I think we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll be back with our final 2 games of the Final Fantasy series live play. After our autumn break in October with Final Fantasy Tactics 4 of the Lions. I'm excited to finally beat that game and play it. So that's going to be exciting. So I guess we'll wrap up then. That's a good spot to end because we're close to wrapping up time anyway. Who should we raid? Who will we raid? Don't forget you can, if you want, copy and paste my wee raid command. Or if you are a sub, there is the sub raid command with my emotes. Let's raid. Oh, Fable 2. Ooh. Silver's on. Blue Harvey's on with Fantasy 12. Bizarre. I don't know what Bizarre Percent is. I guess it's just getting all the bizarre items, which seems horrible. Yeah, we'll read Milena because she's playing Fable 2. And I do plan, like, actually one day to play through all the Fable games, all the old Fable games, because that'll be fun. So yeah, we'll read Milena. And I should be back, all being well, along with my hopeful internet being better, on Monday. Have a great weekend, folks. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which doesn't leave you guys with a lot. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye!